Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whenever you might be listening to this. This is the Buzzpucks Podcast.
Podcast.
And we are here with a very special podcast coming from Clay's living room.
Yeah.
So let's just preface this real quick. This is going to be a more off the cuff episode because I'm in Buffalo with Clay currently. And
Neither of us have done any sort of
neither
notes.
of us, we have been hanging out and we have not done any of our notes. So, and then Clay is leaving town tomorrow,
Yep.
so we can't do it tomorrow either. So we're just gonna freewheel this one,
Wing
because this episode mostly is gonna be us talking about the Olympic hockey rocks.
Yeah. Had Bert bring his stuff up just because we thought we were going to do 2 episodes of.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be possible we would just do the Olympics this way, but then after talking about it,
We realized
sounds like it's not gonna. The normal episode's not gonna happen. So this is better than nothing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But hey, this is also a very special, real early in the morning podcast.
We're drinking coffee.
We are drinking coffee because
It's-
I have to drive back.
Wegmans coffee cream or chocolate cream.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. You want creamer? I forgot.
No, I'm good. Yeah. So
Black like our souls.
after this, I have to drive back home for 7 hours. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you started with good morning.
That's why I did start with. I always start with good morning. But
Shut up.
thank you guys for putting up with it this week. It's this is a one-off episode. So before we get to the Olympic rosters, the meat of everything, because that's most of the
Episode.
news this week as well. There's some news. There was some.
Alex Wenberg signed an extension with Seattle,
yes.
2 years. I think
I think it was
some
$3 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 million a year. We didn't really look up any of the injuries. I'm pretty sure a lot of the guys who got named to Olympic rosters did take some knocks. Like Tom Wilson
yes.
might be a high ankle sprain,
Seth Jones
might be a broken
might
collarbone.
have a broken collarbone. We'll have to see about
Alexi Protas went hard into the boards, but I think he came back. And Devin Taves also went feet first hard into
that.
the
Oh,
boards.
Landeskog as well.
Landeskog too.
Landeskog
so,
went hard into the net.
Yeah,
He got. I don't know if he got tripped up.
he
or
lost
he
his
just,
footing.
He lost his footing and just kind of fell into the net, but that post went right into his side. So
I think McKinnon said, and both of them said not both of them said. Reporting on both of them said it's going to be some time, but McKinnon's just like bones heal faster than ligaments. So
That's true.
I don't know what that
is
means.
true. Well,
Who
the way
broke
Landeskog
what?
went into the boards, I could imagine one of his ribs got broken.
Yeah, that's true.
And I didn't see what happened to Taze, so I'm sure McKinnon's pulling for
Both
of them to be fine for the Olympics, but they still have month and a half, and change.
It starts the 8th.
Oh, so yeah,
It's
just
a month.
little over a month.
Yeah.
So hopefully those guys are back.
I know the women's preliminary stuff starts February 5th, and
Really?
then the men's is a couple days after.
God, I can't imagine what the times of those games are going to be. I'm going to try.
I
to
had him
watch
up.
them.
I had him. I was looking him up.
Oh yes,
but yeah.
and I didn't even realize they must have announced the groups as well because Wikipedia, for whatever reason, has the groups.
Men's preliminary starts February 11th, actually.
Okay.
So
Maybe I'll just take vacation.
but it says the first game is at 4:40.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what time zone they're talking about.
Oh yeah, I don't know either because it's in Italy.
Yeah.
So that's got to be 5 to 6 hours ahead of East Coast
England
US.
is 5.
England is 5. Oh,
we're
it might be
like
like 7
6
or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, 6, 7.
Oh, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Again, maybe I'll just take a vacation.
Actually,
Anyway.
England is 5 based on daylight savings. So it's either 5 or 6. And since we're not in daylight savings right now, I think it's 6 hours. So yeah, 7 or 8.
Okay, well, what's crazy is I have this magic little device in my hand that I could just look up what the time difference of Milan is.
Well, fine then.
Let's see if we're
we
right.
can just wildly speculate and have fun with it. But if you want cold hard facts, that's fine.
Oh, I'm so tired. typing
You can't
slow.
figure it out. You might hear Ginger in the background whining.
Yes.
She was doing that right before we started to record. But it looks like she's settling into a very uncomfortable position on her bed to fall asleep in.
Okay, so it looks like when it's 7 a.m. Eastern, it's 1 p.m. in Milan. So that's 6 hours.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So not quite as bad as it could have been, but like if this was in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
But still not great for us.
Nope.
Anyway, we figured we would just run down the NHL standings and just mention anything we remember from this week.
Yeah.
So Clay, why don't you start us off?
All right, I'll
Got your
start us off
division
with
up
the
first?
Atlantic. Tampa Bay is at the top of the division. They are on a 7-game win streak right now.
Yeah.
They are 25, 13, and 3, 53 points. Second in the division is Montreal Canadiens. They are 23, 13, and 6, so they're 1 point back. They are 6-2-2 in their last 10, so they ended up beating Dallas last night.
They did.
But that's a different week. Right? No, it's not.
No, it's not. No,
wow,
yeah, we're
this is
recording
weird.
on Monday.
This
yeah.
is weird.
It's kind of, sorry, we're a little thrown off too because
Yeah.
it's the first time we've recorded in the same room since last season.
Yeah.
So
They call Lane Hudson scores the overtime game winner last night. Detroit is third in the division, going 24, 15, and 4. They got 52 points, tied with Montreal, but Montreal has a game in hand. Their last 10, they are 6-3-1. I'm not wearing my glasses either. This is not good.
I can make it bigger.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
So they're chugging along. They're still in the playoff spot and playing well. Played above 500.
Yeah. I will say Detroit, that's a little misnomer. They have at least lost their last 2 in a row because they were both to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they did.
One of them, the NHL.com standings for whatever reason separates it if you lose in overtime and lose in regulation.
Yes.
For like a lose streak, win streak.
Yeah.
So it just says they lost once in regulation, which is true.
True,
but
but
they've lost 2 games in a row.
Yeah. Next up is Florida. Florida, a little bit of it. Like, I know they had a good week because they played in the Winter Classic against the New York Rangers. Sorry, they didn't have a good week.
No.
The
They did
Rangers
not.
smoked them, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're actually struggling a little bit. But they're 22, 16, and 3. They have 47 points. They are 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Buffalo.
Stop hitting your cord.
Shit.
I'm glad I put the headset on so I
you
can
had
hear
to.
you
I'm
fucking around.
I'm
and
just a
stuff over
fidgety boy. Buffalo Sabres, the win streak is over. It ended at 10. What?
There. Clay keeps trying to turn to talk to me, which is the polite thing to do when you're talking to somebody, but he's then not talking into his mic.
We're doing great here. The win streak ends at 10, ties the franchise records, the third time they've done that. They lost to Columbus, but beat Dallas on the way there.
They did, yeah. Beat a bunch of teams.
Convincingly,
And
which was a big test.
Just like that, they're in 5th place.
They're in 5th place. They
Right
were
there
briefly
for a
they were
wild card
briefly in
spot.
4th place in the division, had a playoff spot, but
They're right there.
they're right there. And they are, I think the next 6 out of 7 games are at home, and only the Colorado Avalanche have a better home record than them this season.
That's pretty wild. That's a pretty wild thing.
Yeah, so 9-1 in their last 10.
Thanks, Buffalo.
That just means
Here we
you
go.
just have to start another 10-game win streak.
Or a 10-game lose streak.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was
2018.
Was it 2018?
It was the last time they had a 10-game win streak.
Oh, no. I think it was around that same time Philadelphia had a 10-game winning streak and a 10-game losing streak.
Yep.
And made the playoffs.
Well,
And that was the first time anybody has had a 10-game win and lose streak in the same season. I think they made the playoffs. There was another time somebody had a 10 plus game winning streak and then missed the playoffs.
That was Buffalo.
Was that
in
Buffalo?
2018.
Okay, that was Buffalo. There we go.
Yeah.
It was around the same time. I
Yep.
think it was like Phillies was like 1 or 2 years before Buffalo.
Right.
I think they were the first team to make the playoffs when having
And
a
a
10-game losing streak.
because they had that 10-game
Yes,
win
it's,
streak.
offset it, yeah.
All right, next up is Boston, who is here solely due to games played.
Yep. Not the
No,
most, though.
they are on
Detroit.
a 2-game win streak, but they are 3-5-2 in their last 10.
Yep.
They are 22-18-2, 46 points, tied with Buffalo, but Buffalo has 2 games in hand.
Yep.
Next up is Ottawa, 20-15-6 on the season, 45 points, 1 behind Boston, but 2 games in hand. They are 6-3-1 in their last 10. They're on a 2-game win streak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we're going to finish up last in the division with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Good Lord, this team.
But they had a
They've been playing
good
okay.
week.
Yeah, they've been playing okay this
ever
past,
since
like, week
the
and change.
rosters came out.
Oh, the Olympic rosters.
Yeah, ever since the Olympic rosters came out. Even maybe the one where Nylander has a 4-point night, but looks so upset while doing
against
it.
Pittsburgh? Yeah.
Yeah.
They started playing okay after that.
Nylander scored 2 goals, 2 assists, and he never celebrated one.
He looked pissed that he scored.
Looked pissed
I think we
that he
mentioned
scored.
this last week.
Yeah,
but
that's
he
what
looked
it
so
was.
mad that he scored.
After the U.S. Olympic rosters were announced, Matthews has his own 4-point night, and he is now the Leafs'
all-time
leading
goal
scorer. Passing Mats Sundin.
I'm sure he's getting close on points too.
Yeah, because
Sundin's, I don't even think it's 1,000 points.
It's not. They do not have a 1,000-point scorer.
So he's got to be getting close to that. That's good. And then they're going to trade him next summer.
Maybe. Possibly. But he is on the same... He's got a slightly faster pace in his first 9 seasons as Alexander Ovechkin. 422 to 409, I believe, is
still more.
It's still more. And he's missed a significant amount of time.
That's true. He has,
So, problem is, we'll see. I don't think
I think
Max holds up.
No, I think he'll slow down eventually, unfortunately. His health isn't going to allow it.
Matthews this year has clearly been dealing with something because those trips to Germany, looking for other opinions and stuff like that. The only reason he's playing is because this year is because of the Olympics. He might get shut down afterwards.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens.
Or
he'll play the entire season.
I mean, they're in last place anyway, so what's it matter?
Yeah.
Right? Honestly, I would shut him down after. I would let him play in the Olympics and then shut him down after that, just even for his own health's sake.
You have to protect the players from themselves sometimes. I didn't do his
I'm sorry.
record.
I'm sorry.
They're
still there.
19-15-7, 45 points. I think they went 2-1 this week. 2-0-1 this week. So they're 5-3-2 on the last 10 games. So that's an upward trend.
Yeah.
It's hockey 500.
That is hockey 500, yeah.
So we'll
last
take
10
that.
games.
Because that's still more points than games. No? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, let's talk about the Metro. The Metro is getting real tight again.
The Metro opened up.
Yeah, chiefly because Carolina hasn't been playing super well the last couple of weeks. They're still sitting at the top, 25-14-3, although they're 4-5-1 in their last 10 games, which means
and they keep blowing games.
They keep blowing games as well. I saw somebody make a joke on the Reddit that was on the hockey subreddit that was like, "Oh, Carolina and Columbus competing for who can blow the most games," and the top comment was, "Did you not watch Pittsburgh in December?
Right, exactly.
Blowing 3-goal leads every
Left
night,
and right."
Yeah. They got 53 points. They're still sitting at the top of the division, 3 points ahead of the New York Islanders, who are 23-15-4. And hey, we got to give the Islanders credit. I didn't think that they were going to sustain
not
their
at all.
play. I at the halfway point in the season, I'm going to say,
especially with their not great defense.
Yeah,
their
I'm gonna
goalies
say
are
sustainable.
bailing them out. But
For now,
Sorokin is hurt.
Sorokin, I don't know if he's still hurt. He was hurt. He might be back, but we'll see how they're feeling coming out of the Olympic break. Again, we have a month before that, but I'm not going to take anything away from them. They're second place in the division. They're winning games. They are 5-4-1 in their last 10, so above hockey 500, but 50 points currently.
Yeah.
Philly in third have played 40 games, so they have 2 games in hand on both the Islanders and the Hurricanes. 21-12-7. Again, another team that
I'm really shocked about that.
I didn't think was going to be able to be sustainable either, but here we are. They're in third place. They've kind of been hovering around that spot for the last month.
Yeah.
I'm again not going to take anything away from them.
Vladar and
Urson. Zegras has looked rejuvenated on this team.
They've really
Mishkov is playing well.
Helped out, yeah.
Tockett's got him playing well.
Yeah.
They're 5-3-2 in their last 10, and that's Philly in third place. In fourth place, the resurgent Pittsburgh Penguins.
It's freaking crazy.
20-12-9, 49 points, tied with Philly, but Philly has a game in hand on Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, like we're halfway through the season with a lot
yes,
of these teams.
we're essentially halfway through the season now, pretty much exactly halfway through the season. The schedule's going to look real weird after we come back from the Olympic break. They're going to have to jam a lot of games in there.
Well, they were already jamming so many. Like,
yeah,
the fact that we're halfway at this point.
We're I'm going to say a month away from the break. Yeah, we could be at like 50 to 55 games played between the teams before the Olympic break.
That's why so many guys are getting hurt.
That's true. Yeah, that is true, which is unfortunate.
Cramming all these games in here.
Pittsburgh 6-4 in their last 10, 5 straight wins. So they came out of the Christmas break where Crosby did an interview saying, this is the perfect time for us to have this break.
Yeah.
Apparently he was correct, because not only have they come out of the Christmas break winning 5 games in a row, they've looked like very good in all of the games they've played.
And Crosby is still on pace for 98 points, 94 points this season.
Yeah, which is
At
insane.
38 years old, he is not slowing down.
I think I've said this before, I think he will retire once he hits 2,000 points.
I can totally see it.
And even maybe he would keep playing past that. I think he will keep playing as long as he feels like he can.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when that's going to stop, because he's a weird physical freak man. So he has been playing exceptionally well coming out of the break. They've beaten Detroit twice. One was an overtime game, but the other one, they held them to 12 shots.
Yeah.
They smoked Carolina in one of the games. They just came back from a 3-goal deficit against Columbus yesterday and won in overtime.
Crosby game winner.
And what was that 5th win? Because that was all this week. Oh, they beat the shit out of Chicago. That was the one last week. So they've looked good coming out of the break. I don't know what happened during Christmas. Maybe they just needed a few days off.
Yeah.
But here they are. They're back. And this is such a weird Jekyll and Hyde team from month to month.
Right.
It seems like.
Buffalo did not lose in the month of December.
That's crazy.
Or maybe one loss at the very beginning of the month.
That was like the Minnesota Wild in November that went like 11-1, and I think it was November. That all of a sudden made them third place in the division.
Exactly. Like we were talking early, like a month ago, like a hot streak from any of these teams, and they're right back in it.
Especially in the East, because it's still so close in the East. So right now, 6 points separates Carolina at number 1, and Washington, or no, that's 5 points. Hold on, let me do math. 7 points separates Carolina at number 1 and New Jersey at number 6.
Yeah.
And then the Rangers and Columbus, who are 7th and 8th, aren't that far behind that either. 10 points separates first and last in the Metro. Washington is in 5th place currently.
Been killing me.
Yeah, they've been playing pretty stinky recently.
They've been blowing leads too.
Yeah, they're 21-15-6, still pretty good, 1 point behind Pittsburgh. However, they are 3-5-2 in their last 10.
Yeah,
not great. No. Yeah, the whole Metro is just like this apparently, because you look at you look at the last 10 games records. Pittsburgh has the best one at 6-4, and the only other winning ones are the Islanders, the Flyers, and hilariously the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yeah.
So yeah, Washington in a bit of a rut right now. They looked like they were back to where they were last year for most of the month of December.
Yes.
And then just kind of at the end
very
of it,
end.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, honestly, we've been talking about how great Crosby has been playing, like being a physical.
Oh yes, I know what you're gonna say.
Ovechkin's kind of the opposite. This seems like very much could be his last. It's his last year of his contract. It could very much be.
I think it's definitely his last NHL
season. Like
he'll just do what most of the older Russian players do and just go play in the KHL for a while.
Which is what he's always said he's going to do.
That's fine.
But the thing is, he's not playing in the Olympics. He's going to get a 3-week break, and he's going to come out firing on all cylinders and score 20 goals in the last.
One would think anyway. Like presumably
it's what he always
does.
It's what he always does.
Yeah.
After the All-Star break, he just comes back and kills it, and now he's going to have 3 weeks off. So
so I imagine that'll happen as well.
I think the lower body injuries he's taken the past 3 years are finally starting to.
Well, he's 39, 40 at this point, so like you don't heal like you used to when you're younger.
You very much do not.
In sixth place in the Metro, we got the New Jersey Devils going 22, 18, and 2, 46 points, 2 points behind the Capitals ahead of them. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10 games as well. I get the feeling that Jack Hughes maybe should still not be playing because he's been wearing a hand cast.
He's been wearing that cast.
Which means he really fucked his finger up when he cut his hand.
I mean, he scored in his first game back.
That is fair, but the fact that he has to walk around in a hand cast?
Did you hear what happened last night with his brother, Luke?
I saw. Well, I didn't. I saw him get pickpocketed for a goal.
He got pickpocketed for a goal, and he basically also scored 2 own goals last night. And he was getting booed every time he touched the puck by the home fans.
By the home fans.
So
that's rough.
They weren't going to talk to the media after the game.
No,
but
I saw Nico Hischier was like, "Shut up! I'm talking to you guys."
Exactly. So.
And then Jake Allen, who lit up those goals, also defended him as well.
Absolutely.
That's just good teammates stuff.
It's just good teammates
stuff. It's just a bad game. Luke Hughes, I think, overall has had a pretty good season.
He has. But, bad. Sometimes you
shit
just
happens.
have
you just have a really bad game. Yeah.
And then things start compounding on top of each
other. Oh, yes. The Rangers in 7th place in the division currently have played the most games in the division at 43.
Mm-hmm.
Them and Detroit, at least at the ones that we've looked at so far, them and Detroit have both played 43 games. 20, 18, and 5. 45 points. 1 point behind New Jersey. They are 4-5-1 in their last 10, and they did play in the Winter Classic this week
and had a commanding performance.
They won 5-1 against Florida. Zibanejad had 5 points.
First hat trick in a Winter Classic.
First hat trick in the Winter Classic, and it was Mika Zibanejad who did it. He had at least 4 points. He might have had 5 points.
No, he did have a 5-point night.
So he factored in all of the goals. What a night for him.
Yeah.
Florida just kind of
after getting named to the team.
Named to Sweden, yeah. Maybe that was hanging over a lot of guys' heads.
Possibly.
And just like worried about it, they just didn't know. Although I would have thought he was a shoo-in for Sweden. But
based
I guess he hasn't
his
played
play
very
last
well
year,
recently.
and he didn't play great at the Four Nations.
I guess that's
I don't
fair.
know who you can take over him.
I don't know. So when in a few minutes when we're yelling about the Olympic rosters, obviously we know more about Team Canada and Team USA than the other players available for Sweden or Finland.
Yeah.
But because boy do we have a lot to say about Team USA.
A lot to say about
and
Team USA.
It's the things that we already I think we mentioned were going to happen. We were right. That doesn't mean we're not going to talk about them. Oh, look, my division again.
Yep.
Let's go over to the Western Conference. We'll talk about the Central. Colorado, still in first place. I think that's where they're going to end. 31-3-7, 69 points.
They lost a game in regulation.
They did lose a game in regulation last night, though. They're only their 3rd regulation loss of the year. 9-1 in their last 10. 14-3-5 away. That's crazy. 17-0-2 at home.
Well, they've had 2 10-game win streaks this season so far.
I mean, until we get to the playoffs, I think the Avalanche are going to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I don't know who's touching them. For a while, the team in second place, the Dallas Stars, I thought were going to get closer to them, but Dallas has had a real
poo-poo
2 weeks. They are still 25-9-8, good for 58 points, 11 points behind Colorado, and Colorado has a game in hand on them.
Yep.
They're 4-3-3 in their last 10 games. However, they have lost 5 games in a row, 3 of which in overtime. But still,
it's not great.
Not a great time. And look who's tied with them all of a sudden: the Minnesota Wild, who are 25-10-8, also 58 points. But Dallas has a game in hand on Minnesota. They're 6-1-3 in their last 10 games. Is Minnesota? Sorry, Clay's just pouring more coffee. I got focused on that for a second. So Minnesota's right there. They're ready to overtake Dallas.
Yeah.
In this rut that Dallas is in.
But it looks like this is the playoff.
Oh,
series.
That's the top 3.
Well, no,
Oh, yeah. It just depends
2v3?
which one is going to be
the home
team. Yeah. Crazy enough, Nashville is in 4th place.
Nashville came roaring back. They
have had a good couple of weeks.
They've had a good month.
Yeah, they're 19-18-4, 42 points, 16 points behind Minnesota. That tells you how the rest of this division is going. But they're 7-3 in their last 10 games.
Yeah.
So you can't take anything away from Nashville. Maybe they could sneak into a wild card spot.
Maybe they could sneak into a wild card spot. They don't currently have one, but they're only 1 point back.
Are they? Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, they're right there. And you know what? Let's give credit where credit's due. The team in 5th place, the St. Louis Blues, also have 42 points at 17-18-4 or 8, excuse me. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. That's not bad either.
They're on a 2-game win streak, so I think they went 2-1 this week with that loss being to Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. So they're tied with Nashville. Nashville has 2 games in hand on them, but if they're tied, that means St. Louis is only a point out of a wild card spot too, which is boy, the Western Conference has really become the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah, absolutely. But that team in the second the teams in the wild card spot ahead of St. Louis have both 3 and 4 games in hand.
Oh, okay, so that'll change.
That'll change.
That's gonna change, but. Hey, good on them because they've overtaken the 3 other teams that have just been playing like shit.
I am very much surprised about this next team.
Utah in 6th place. Utah was holding on to that 4th place spot for ever.
Yes.
It seemed like they were nowhere near Minnesota or Dallas, but they were holding on to that 4th place
could
spot.
Possibly get a wild card.
Yeah, but they have fallen back. 19-20-3, 41 points. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games.
Again, they're still in the mix for a wild card.
Yeah, there's still time to turn it around. This is only halfway through the season, but I thought Utah was going to be doing better than this. But they don't have Logan Cooley.
Yeah, I forgot about
that's
that.
A big loss.
Yeah,
I think their defense has been banged up. Not quite as bad as last year, but has been banged up again this year. But what are you going to do? Look, they're not the most disappointing team. We haven't got to them yet. The Blackhawks are in 7th. 17-18-7, 41 points, tied with Utah. Utah, just has more wins than they do.
Yep.
They're 4-5-1 in their last 10. They are on a 3-game winning streak. Chicago is, so that got them out of last place.
Yep.
But Chicago's really been struggling since
Bedard
went down.
Yeah.
I don't know when Bedard's going to be back. He has that separated shoulder. It's been a few weeks, I think, since he got hurt at this point. 2.5 weeks. Yeah, so probably maybe he's back before the Olympics, but he didn't make the Canadian team anyway, so I don't know that he's rushing back.
No, not at this point.
And in last place, your President's Trophy winning team from last year, the Winnipeg Jets, are 15-21-4.
Yeah, they have
34 points.
Bad.
1-6-3 in their last 10 games, losing 4 straight regulation games. Yowza.
Yeah, no, they've been unlucky at the start of the season with injuries with Perfetti,
Hellebuck, sorry.
Hellebuck, and Sandberg all missing months.
Yes, but now,
but-
all those guys are back.
But this is on Chevy because the guys they lost in the offseason, they weren't able to replace because it wasn't just Ehlers. It was like Appleton and
Right, they lost a bunch of their depth.
And then Tanner Pearson hasn't worked out. Jonathan Taves is 37, and
He is pretty much. I mean, he could still play.
And Shen.
Luke Shen.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder why you traded a second-round draft pick for Luke Shen from the Penguins. When the Penguins, he told the Penguins he didn't want to be there, so they didn't have any leverage in the trading for him. But whatever, I guess. All right, let's do our last division. Let's get to some Olympic teams.
Last division is the Pacific. We are going to start with the Vegas Golden Knights, who are duking it out with the Edmonton Oilers for first place in the division right now. The Knights have 2 games in hand, but they've been struggling these past 2 weeks. They are 2-5-3 in their last 10 games. What? Sorry for that.
He's doing
what?
it again. He's being polite and turning to talk to me, but he's turning away from
They're
this mic.
2-5-3 in the last 10 games. They are 17, 11, and 12. Overtime point doing a lot of work.
6 away from breaking the record.
Again,
for overtime losses halfway through the season.
The Ducks have very much closed this gap, but they are still the only team in the Pacific with more wins than losses.
Oh, yeah, just overall.
Overall, they are the only team in the Pacific with
more
more
teams
even
than losses.
Edmonton.
Yeah, you're right.
Because Edmonton's awful start to the season.
Right. Edmonton has certainly turned it around, but
they're back. McDavid has gone supernova.
And Draisaitl. I mean, Draisaitl was going supernova the entire time.
But like we said, like I said at the beginning of the season, it's like no one cares about October.
No. You're right. I mean, unless you go like 0-10.
When this team turns on, no one cares about October.
Ask Calgary who cares about October.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if they even had a 500 record in October, they would be fighting for a playoff spot right now.
But Edmonton Oilers are 20-16-6. They are only 5-5 in their last 10 games.
Yeah.
But they battled their way back to a.
Yeah. They're tied. They're tied for first.
Tied for first in the division.
Just Vegas has 2 games in hand.
Yep. In third place, who is also having a rough couple weeks, the Anaheim Ducks. Their defense this entire season hasn't been great. And
starting to fall apart.
And now it's starting to fall. And it was held together by Dostal. And now Dostal's just not Superman right now.
Yeah.
So they are 21-17-3, 45 points as well. But they are 2-6-2 in their last 10 games.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. The only team that's worse is the Jets.
Yep. Next up is Seattle. I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, well, remember at the beginning of the year now it was the first month of the season, but they were like in second, third place.
Yeah,
for a
but then
bit.
they very much fell off. I just didn't see this.
They've come back.
Rush
yeah,
that
they've
they're
come
doing
back
right now because they're fourth in the division. They're 18-14-7.
And the only team to have not played 40 games yet.
Yes, the only team to not play 40 games.
God.
They're the first wild card spot.
Good for them. They have games in hand on like everybody.
6-3-1, but it also talks about it shows kind of this next team, fifth place, the LA Kings, how they've dropped off and have lost
they've really that last 10 games record is bad.
That they had. They're 17-14-9. They also have 43 points, but again, Seattle has a game in hand. 3-6-1 their last.
The opposite record to Seattle.
Yeah, so it just goes to show how much a good run of form or a bad run of form can really just sink.
Good 2 weeks gets you in the playoffs.
Next up, San Jose Sharks. They're still fighting for a playoff spot.
Tied.
Tied with the Kings. They're actually the first team out of a playoff spot. They are 20-18-3, 43 points, 6-4 in their last 10 games.
No offense to LA. I would rather the Sharks make.
I'd rather the Sharks
because they're not gonna. I don't think they'll win a series, especially if they would have to play Colorado probably.
But watching the Kings is so boring. It's
the Sharks are at least fun.
Yeah.
because they're all like 19, 20-year-olds on their forwards anyway. And it would be fun,
Well,
and
like also
maybe they would get they might be able to get Colorado
like
on their back foot a little bit,
I
but
they're playing like they did when they lost. The Kings are playing like they did when they lost to the Oilers last year when they had the Oilers and then they changed their tactics
yeah,
to not lose, and
Yeah.
they're still playing like
and
that.
they're still playing like that. Oh, Kings.
Now some guys have also like taken steps back, but like
Sure.
also like what are you expecting from a 38-year-old Doughty?
Well, I think you called this at the beginning of the year. Why is Hiller still the coach?
Why is Hiller still
Like,
the coach?
obviously, he is one of the major problems.
Yep. But they got rid of Spencer or Spence.
Oh, Jordan Spence.
George Spence. I was right, and then I changed
You were there.
my brain.
Yeah, you were there.
I didn't believe in myself. Yeah, they got rid of Jordan Spence to keep Drew Doughty
Well,
planted. They brought in Cody Ceci and Dumoulin.
yeah, I think it was more bringing in CC.
For yeah.
That were like, oh, well, you don't need Jordan Spence. Like, well, but like he's a why did you
Why'd
bring
you
in
do that?
CC?
Yeah.
Just play Jordan Spence. Who's on Ottawa?
Ottawa and playing well.
He's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not blowing anybody away, but he's playing better than CC is.
Absolutely. All right, moving on to 7th place Calgary Flames. They are 18, 19, and 4, 40 points. They are 6 and 4 in their last 10. So they're
not that far off.
Bounced back.
Yeah,
But
they're not that far off of a playoff spot,
No.
honestly.
But the only team in this division that is the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah. Them and the Jets.
16, 20, and 5, 37 points. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10.
That ain't bad.
That ain't bad. That's Hockey 500. But
It's over Hockey 500.
well, yes. But also like they got a little boost after they got rid of Hughes, which we talked about last week.
Yeah, weirdly.
But remember,
Oh,
2
it
years
was like
ago,
the hanging thing over.
yeah. Well, there's that, but also remember 2 years ago when the Nashville Predators made the playoffs after they sold. Like sometimes
True.
that just happens.
Sometimes it just happens. Yeah. Yeah. What a wet fart of a team.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to talk about this week. I'll go first.
Yeah, I mean we're
gonna trade off groups unless you want to do Canada.
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're
both gonna talk about Team USA at the end.
We're also
Team
both,
USA just coincidentally is in Group C.
We're also both gonna talk about Team Canada.
Oh, we're both gonna talk about all of them. This is just who's reading.
I
off.
mean, yeah, that's fair. Least amount. The other teams will have lesser discussions.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It'll be mostly about Canada and the U.S. We'll talk about
And
Sweden and Finland too, but the rest of them will just be like, "Yep, those guys are on the team."
These are the NHL players on these teams.
All right, so we're gonna start with the Olympic rosters. I didn't even know the groups got announced.
Yeah.
Apparently, Wikipedia has the groups, so they must have been announced somewhere. But Group A, I'm just gonna say the teams
they're
first.
announced on the Olympic website.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I just missed
again,
it.
even the times of the games are announced.
Oh, interesting. Group A is Canada, the Czech Republic, France, and Switzerland, which seems pretty unfair for Canada because they don't even have a team to. Well, to be fair, Team USA's group is also kind of. They don't have much in the way of challenge. But starting with Canada. Can I? I can. Okay, we're going to start with the defense. Travis Sondheim, Devin Tays, Cale Makar, Tom Harley, Shea Theodore, Josh Morrissey, Colton Parayko, and Drew Doughty.
Told you Parayko was making this team.
Yes. So Parayko and Doughty over... Who were we arguing about the other night?
We were arguing over Schaefer.
Schaefer, definitely.
Schaefer for Doughty, in my opinion.
There's a couple other... Hold on. Let me just find our text conversation. Because I was mad that Parayko and Doughty were in over a couple of players. But I haven't had enough coffee yet, so I don't... Chikrin was who I was mad about.
That's fair.
Like, Chikrin... Like,
Parayko is
I
better offensively than Chikrin is.
I guess,
So I
but
think
Chikrin's been playing so well.
that's true. So you're either taking Chikrin or Schaefer over Doughty, in my opinion, on this lineup.
The
You
only thing,
you can have some questions about Theodore
sure,
as well, but like,
well, the only thing that I would say in Doughty's defense is that that's like a legacy pick essentially.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. I know
don't
you don't
care.
care, but Team Canada definitely cares. I'm honestly shocked that they didn't somehow justify Jonathan Tace being on this team.
Yeah, I'm not. I
with
mean,
his brother. Well, but to be fair, we don't know the extent of Devin Tace's injury.
we don't.
So potentially Chikrin might make this team anyway.
Absolutely.
Or in the month leading up to, any of these guys might get hurt.
I mean, Harley hasn't been played super great this year. I think you should take him.
I think you should take him too, just
Yeah.
based off of last year. I mean, he was
absolutely.
he
But
was
my
amazing.
thing about Doughty is he in the League of Nations he was already
4 nations. The League of Nations.
yeah. Going back to World War One. In 4 nations. He was already getting beat. Like
Sure.
his brain is there. Sure.
Well, yeah, no, his brain is there. He's almost 40.
He's almost 40.
He's at the end of his career.
Yeah. And so like
Or I'm sorry. He's 36. That's younger
so
than
much
I thought,
younger
yeah.
than I thought. But like he's had all these lower body injuries. Like
yeah.
and he's losing his step. And you can see that at 4 Nations. And
Yes.
you can see that this year.
Yes.
So yeah, you have all these other guys. Like, yeah, you can have a guy who's won gold, and have that like emotional maturity, that experience. But you have all these other guys who just won at 4 Nations too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
those guys can mentor Schaefer.
Yeah. I mean, I understand them not bringing Schaefer. He's 18.
I do get that.
But he has been playing so spectacularly for the Islanders
Yes.
that I was wondering if it was just going to force their hand and be like, well, we have to bring
Celebrini
him.
forced their hand.
Celebrini absolutely
They
forced
said
their hand.
Celebrini forced their hand. He wasn't going to make
I
it.
think if Bedard didn't get hurt, he might have also been forcing their hand.
Armstrong said the injury wasn't really a factor
Armstrong's
for Bedard.
a moron.
Yes, I agree.
Well, let's get to the forwards. Nick Suzuki, fantastic. People
Absolutely
were worried
deserved.
that he was not going to make the team.
Deserved.
Deserved. Sam Reinhart, okay, not having a great year this year,
but he was auto-announced.
back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. Bo Horvat, another guy that I think belongs there.
Absolutely.
People were worried he wasn't going to make it. Macklin Celebrini, like we just said, forced them to take him.
Forced it.
Braden Point, Nathan McKinnon, Braden Hagel, all more than deserving.
I mean, Hagel and Point are having bad years, so.
They still deserve.
Oh,
the past couple of
I
years.
agree, but there were arguments, and I'm
Yeah,
parodying some of the arguments that I've heard.
I got you. Tom Wilson, that's one of the ones I'm a little questionable about. I not that I don't. He's having a good year, but
We'll get to it.
Mark Stone, Brad Marchand again, Anthony Cirelli, another guy. I'm like, Sidney Crosby. Who even is that? Mitch Marner, Connor McDavid. So for the most part, I'm not going to quibble too much about the forward group.
Marchand's having. We've talked about how
Marchand's
Marchand's
the best player on Florida currently.
having a fantastic year, so he absolutely deserves
And
this.
I don't think they want to have the McKinnon Crosby Marchand line.
Oh my God!
Just because everyone knows they're all very good friends. They're all from the same town.
They
Pearl
all
Harbor.
played together over
They
the
all
summer.
played. They all trained together.
That's a chemistry line right there.
Yeah, and of course, like you have one of the best players currently playing, one of the best players of all time, who is also still one of the best players playing currently, and Brad Marchand, who is a fantastic player in his own right. That line's going to be dirty as fuck for multiple reasons. Crosby passing to McKinnon, McKinnon passing to Marchand or Crosby, and then Marchand doing something dirty.
Right.
So the only ones that I am going to quibble, I think the only one I'm going to argue about is, I think
Cirelli?
could have taken somebody over Sorelli.
Well, Sorelli is one of those guys.
Wilson, I understand bringing.
Well, because
I think Wilson deserves it. I'll say that.
Wilson is a mix of both Bennett and Konechny, who did not make the team.
Yes. So like Sorelli, I would lean towards bringing Konechny instead of Sorelli. Or there's so many Canadian forwards you could say.
This is an argument on where chemistry comes in because he is going to be killing penalties.
Yeah.
He's on the fourth line
with Hagel.
And, like, that's where you can argue chemistry.
And it's quote unquote fourth line, right?
Right.
It's not really a fourth line.
So that's one of the things.
He might be centering Point and Hagel.
Yeah.
Like that just might be that line.
This is one of the things about Team Canada's roster where I might disagree, but I can understand.
Yeah, I could get it. That he's really the only one.
Even
I want to make an argument that you
even
could have
Doughty.
somebody else.
I strongly disagree with them bringing him, but I get it.
Now I want to talk about the goalies because I disagree.
Again, I disagree, but I get it. You know?
Well, it's Kemper, Thompson, Binnington. So we guessed two of these three, and I think we said last week or the week before. I'm assuming Binnington is going to go.
He won Four Nations.
I understand that.
He bailed them out of Four Nations.
So bad this year.
He's been one of the worst goalies this year.
So bad this year. And you could have brought in either Blackwood or Wedgwood. Either one of them from Colorado.
Either one
would have made more sense than bringing Binnington. But I understand he is probably a legacy pick because of Four Nations.
His leash better be short.
It better. I don't understand. Thompson should be starting.
Yeah.
He should be the starter. Or you could make the argument Kemper should be starting.
You can make that argument too.
The only one who's... I don't think you can argue that makes sense is Binnington starting.
It's Binnington's net to lose because of...
I know. It's
because Four Nations. I disagree with it. I understand it.
And he lets in 3 goals against France. He better be pulled.
That leash better be short. You let in 3 goals against France.
Any of these teams. Except maybe the Czech. The Czechs have some star players on there, but not that many.
Yeah, that leash better be short, and you better be it's his net to lose. And that line better be real thin.
Yeah, it should be because you have 2 other goalies who are deserving to play as well. They might honestly play because in the group stage they'll play 3 games.
Yeah, so just rotate it.
They might just have all 3 of them play and then just see who plays the best and then play them in the medal tournament. Okay, that's it for Team Canada. John Cooper is their head coach.
Yep.
Which I think that's a perfectly reasonable. That is the choice.
Yes, that is the choice. There's funny some of the Discord that about fans making rosters with the highest point scoring Canadians, and it's just I'm so glad you're not a GM because they had the highest point scoring Canadians on defense. It's just hey man, what? Who's gonna kill a penalty?
They do have to play defense.
Who's gonna kill a penalty?
But I would counter that with I would love to see Crosby McDavid killing penalties in the Olympics because I bet they would score multiple short-handed goals. Marner can play defense.
Marner, Reinhart, Hagel, Sorelli.
Yeah, you got plenty of
Wilson.
Of
you have
on here,
and you have plenty of penalty killers. Guys that can score on the penalty kill.
That's one of the things I never understood with the Penguins. They've never tried to have Crosby kill penalties, and he's pretty good defensively. So I never understood it. But whatever, I guess. I'm not a coach. So that's Team Canada. I think once we get through all of this is the gold team, in my opinion.
I think it's one of them. It's
well, I guess anything can happen, but in the medal
they're
round,
a medal team.
I think this is one of the medal team. We have 3 medal teams picked out.
Yes.
That I don't, unless they really fuck up. I don't know how those three teams aren't the medal teams.
No, I agree.
But let's move on to the Czech team.
Yep.
So Wikipedia only has the players listed that have Wikipedia pages.
So that is only
6 players.
It's the NHL players.
It's the NHL players for the most part. France, for some reason,
Has all of them.
has all of them. I don't know why.
They don't have a single NHL player right now.
Do they not? Texier's not on the team? Texier is on the team.
Oh, shoot.
He's on Montreal currently. And Pierre-Luc Bellemare used to play in the NHL.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're talking about the Czech team. So we only have 6 players listed for the Czech team, and they're the NHL players. Luke Dostal in net. Good choice.
Absolutely.
Radko Gudas.
It's his net.
It is. Yeah, I don't know who would supplant him in the net. Radko Gudas, Pavel Zacha, Andre Palat, David Pastrnak, Martin Necas. David Pastrnak, Martin Necas. That could be a pretty deadly line.
Absolutely.
Past that, the Czech team has not produced many NHL players the last 20-ish years. They've fallen off a little bit. Used to be a very strong hockey powerhouse.
Absolutely. Halak led them to gold.
Yager as well was in there. So I think it's just unfortunately not many very good players coming out of the Czech Republic recently. But that's a team. They have some start. They have Pastrnak and Necas. They'll be able to score goals, but I'm sure they will beat France. Sorry, France. But yeah, that's it for the Czech team.
Yep.
Unfortunately, not a lot to say about them. France, I guess I'll read all of their players since they have them listed.
No, don't do it.
Okay, no, I won't. It's a bunch of players that
play in the Swiss league.
Play in the Swiss
French.
Or the Swiss, the French league, and looks like Czech league's in there. Finnish league is in there. KHL. Yeah, it's a bunch of European players.
And Alexander Texier.
And Alexander Texier and Pierre-Edouard Bellemare.
Yeah.
Who was in the NHL until I think last year.
He's 40 years old.
He's 40 years old, yeah. So he went back to play in Europe, which I understand.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of European players.
Yep.
So, hey, you never know. Maybe they'll play okay against.
I'm interested to see because
I don't know.
European ice is bigger, so they're guys playing on smaller ice.
Yeah, it's smaller than even NHL ice.
It's not much smaller, but like
it's only 2 feet on either end, I think, or 1.5 feet on either end. Look, the NHL play. I haven't heard anybody talk about it in weeks.
No,
so
because
clearly no one actually cares. The players were like, "We don't care. We're going." And then finally in this group we got Switzerland. They got Nico Hischier, Kevin Fiala, Timo Meyer, Roman Josi, Nino Niederreiter, and Jonas Siegenthaler. That ain't bad.
No.
That might be the second place team in the division.
Yeah,
the Swiss team won gold at the World Championships a year or two ago, I think.
I think so, yeah.
So they ended up winning. So I don't think this is a team to sniff at.
No. Scoff at.
Scoff at, yeah. The Swiss team and the Czech team will be fighting for second. I can't imagine any of these teams are going to beat Canada.
No.
Boy, Canadians are going to be pissed if they do.
If they do. They're going to be pissed if it goes to overtime.
They will. That's true. If Canada only wins by 1 goal against any of these teams, they're going to be pissed.
Canada did not win gold at World Juniors.
They did not. Neither did the United States.
The United States didn't even medal.
Neither did Canada.
Oh, Canada
they didn't medal either. Yeah. So we'll see. Canada will be incensed if they don't go 3-0 in this stage. I think they will. Switzerland might give them a little run for their money.
Right.
But I unfortunately don't think France is going to win any games. But I've been wrong before.
Yeah.
I wish France the best because I would think it would be very funny if they beat any of these 3 teams.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to Group 2.
B. All right.
Or Group B.
We're going to start with Finland. Unfortunately, they are out.
Yeah, Barkov.
No Barkov. He's actually skating.
Wild that he's skating, but he's not going to be ready.
He's not going to be ready for the Olympics. So let's start with their defense. It is Olli Mata, Mikko Lehtonen, Henri Jokiharju.
I will say Mikko Lehtonen is the only not NHL player on that roster.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
I thought Lehtonen...
I think he might have played a season or 2 in the NHL, but he is the only one on the Finland roster that is not an NHL player.
Henry Yokiharu, Essa Lindell, Nicholas Matanpalo, Miro Heiskanen, Rasmus Ristolainen, Nico Mikkola.
That's an okay defense.
That's an okay defense. Hey, Rasmus Ristolainen has really turned it around in the past 2 years since going to Philadelphia.
Has he played yet this year?
Yes,
He has.
back.
So he's back. He's back.
He's
I knew he was
back.
getting close.
I'm surprised they didn't name Hakanpää, even though he doesn't have a knee.
They
like
tried
they
to
did
at the Four Nations.
They tried to at the Four Nations.
That's a pretty solid defense.
It's a solid
honestly.
defense, and they all.
I love that Olimata made it.
Yeah.
Love him. But with Heiskanen on there, Asa Lindell, they play together.
They
so
play together.
they might be paired up. Nico Mikkola has played very well the last couple of years. Rasmus Ristolainen has reinvented himself.
Tortorella saved his career.
Yeah, Tortorella and now Tocchet. Mikko Lehtinen, I don't know what he brings.
Nope.
But Mata has been fine.
Yeah.
Yokiharu has been fine. I don't really know anything about Nicholas
Yokiharu's not great.
Mantinapala.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about him, but
I
he
haven't
plays for Ottawa. Apparently.
I haven't had to talk about him, so I had.
So,
that's
yeah,
not
maybe
good. That's not bad.
That's not bad. It's not good. It's not bad. Actually, honestly, if you're not talking about a defenseman, they're probably doing okay.
Right.
So yeah, that's not bad defense.
Their forwards: Anton Lundell, Sebastian Aho, Eli Tolvanen, Roope Hintz, Eetu Luosterainen, Joel Armia, Eric Haula, Artturi Lehkonen, Michael Granlund, Capo Kakko, Teuvo Teravainen, Oliver Kapanen.
Olivier,
I knew it.
I think.
Who knows, man? Joel Kiviranta.
Kiviranta.
I know Kiviranta.
That one's a little. That one's hard. That always trips me up too.
And then Mikko Rantanen.
Good.
That's good.
It's good
it's
forward
solid,
lineup.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they got put in the same group as Sweden. So
yeah.
Otherwise, I think they would win their group. Not having Barkov's definitely going to hurt, but that's still a very solid forward lineup.
It's a solid forward lineup, and they all have it. They know the team's identity, and they know how to play together, even though they don't play together.
They hate Sweden.
And they hate Sweden. They know how to play together, so like this team could
they could
medal.
Finland is the only team. So let's just say the three teams we think are going to medal are Canada, Sweden, and the United States. Not necessarily in that order. Finland is the only one that I think could be a wild card.
Yeah.
Because even without Barkov, I could conceive of them beating any of those three teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just one of those other teams has a bad night or something.
Or not even a bad night, they
just match up bad to them.
They just match up bad. Slightly, if you're not bringing your A game, you can lose to Finland.
Yes.
3 goalies: Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, Kevin Lankinen, and Jussi Saros.
Pretty good.
It's Saros' net.
Yeah, it's Saros' net. But those other two ain't bad.
Bad.
Lankinen is a kind of career backup. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen looks like he's maybe going to that direction as well.
Yeah, he's up and down.
But this is I'm sure Saros is gonna play every game.
Absolutely.
I would think. Not bad. Not a bad team.
Bad.
Oh, Italy. Hello.
Italy. We're not really going to talk about them just because
they don't have any.
They don't have any
NHL players.
Any NHL players.
Good luck.
Good luck. Happy to be there.
Hey, I wish you luck. I would love it if you snuck a game from one of these other three teams. It would be very funny.
They're going to be so pissed. Slovakia is up next. Again, we're only talking about the NHL players, except for Thomas Tatar, who plays.
But he was in the NHL up until
for
this
a long
year,
time.
I think.
You got some in Nevich, Martin Feravari, Eric Cernak on your defense, and then Slavkovsky, Pospisil, and Tatar.
That's
fine.
Half of a fairly good defense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's about all they got.
Yep.
So, I'm surprised. Oh no, he's not Slovakian. I was gonna say I'm surprised Kopitar's not there, but he's Slovenian.
He's Slovenian,
not Slovakian. I know he was from. It's not a weird country, but I knew he was from a country that didn't have that many NHL players.
Yeah.
It's Slovenia.
But if Czech and Slovakia don't break up,
That's true.
It's a good line.
That is a good.
It's a good team.
Maybe bring it back. Maybe bring back the Soviet era Czechoslovakia. I'm sure that everybody's dying to go back to that. I know Putin is.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to Sweden.
Sweden. All right, their roster
It's good.
is very good. Let's start with the goalies: Gustafsson, Markstrom, and Wallstedt.
Wallstad made it. Good on him.
Well, Allmark played himself out.
That's true, and Allmark's on personal leave too, so
Yeah,
God knows
but
what
also
that's about.
played himself out.
Yeah, Allmark has not been playing very well, but that's real good goaltending.
Yeah, that's great goaltending. I don't know who starts it. Markstrom?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to say Gustafsson because I think he should. I think he's better than Markstrom, but I'm not Team Sweden, so I think Wallstead. I don't think Wallstead is going to play.
No, but the fact that he's there is
maybe if they're winning a blowout game, maybe he comes in the third period or something. But the fact that he's there, both goalies from the Wild are on this team.
Oh man, it's for the Minnesota Wild, they're stacked with Swedish players.
Oh yeah, a lot of them are on this team.
Only Marcus Johansson was the only Swedish player not on that team who did not make it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but with some of these guys on this list, you
can't really argue that
and
he
he's
should
been
be on
like
the team.
Mojo's been playing well, but again, these guys on
who's
this
he going to
list,
take off of this list? Yeah,
because Backlund doesn't make this list, and he's
Oh,
captain.
that's true.
He's captain
Yeah.
Sweden before, so
that's true.
all right, defenseman
Ah.
Rasmus Dahlin,
Oh yeah.
Victor Hedman,
Oh yeah.
Erik Karlsson.
Yep.
Protect his minutes.
I will say, except for December, even in December, it was mostly Letang who was playing very bad in December. Erik Karlsson has been night and day.
Yeah, compared to last year, yeah.
I'm still more than happy for the Penguins to trade him, but
Put him next to Gustav Forsling.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, that would be a money pair right there.
That's a money pair. Philip Broberg, Jonas Brodin, Rasmus Anderson, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Pretty good defense.
That's a good defense.
I mean, it's an older defense, but with the guys that I know are gonna play, like Carlson and Hedman, and
I think give Dahlin more minutes.
OEL. Yeah, Dahlin should be one of the top guys. I think they know that. I think he will be one of the top minutes eaters.
God, I hope so. Because they
you
haven't
got
done it in the
Forsling
past.
there. Forsling has been playing great. Anderson has been good.
Yep.
Brodin, I'm sure will play. Broberg's probably gonna sit.
Yeah.
But
He gets that experience. It's a good
ass defense. Haven't even talked about the
forward group. Willie Nylander.
Yep.
Elias Pettersson made this team.
I don't think he was gonna not make this team.
That's true. Mika Zibanejad.
There was question whether he was going to make the team.
But
and he made the team, and he had a 5-point night.
Yeah. Philip Forsberg.
Yep.
Gabriel Landeskog.
Yep.
Jesper Bratt. Adrian Kempe. Lucas Raymond. Elias Lindholm. Leo Carlson. Joel Eriksson Ek. Ricard Raquel. Alex Wenberg. Pontus Holmberg.
Yeah, man. I mean, the only one on here that I think you could argue maybe Backlund or Johansson over is Pontus Holmberg.
But he's been playing great on Dallas. Not Dallas. Tampa Bay.
So, like, he's the only one that I'd be like, maybe Johansson or Backlund. Johansson and Backlund are both 10 years older than him, 9 or 10 years older than him, so I get taking him.
Oh, man, a forward line of Philip Forsberg with Kempe and Lucas Raymond on the sides of that, because one of Philip Forsberg's...
Who's centering that?
Isn't Forsberg a center? Not anymore? Never mind.
Not really.
Fine, then Leo Carlson centering Raymond and Kempe.
Whew.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Joel Eriksson Ek between, like, Raquel and Jesper Bratt, or Willie Nylander.
That is...
Elias Pettersson between Raquel and Nylander or Jesper Bratt. They got this forward lineup challenges USA and Canada, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
This team is the other... I could see them winning gold.
I could absolutely see them winning gold.
I could see this team... Because I think Team USA and Team Canada especially Team USA, gets in their own head
Yeah.
a lot about like how to play. Sweden and Finland, like you said, they know what their team is.
Yes.
They know how to play. They're Europeans are just more efficient, I feel like, at figuring out what to do, while Canadians in the United States.
Well, Canadians are just like, we invented this sport. Like,
That's true.
We're the best.
Canada
like,
is just like, we know we're the best. USA is like, we're supposed to be the best. We should be the best.
Well, we'll get to USA.
Oh, that's the last one in this group. All right, we'll do the other three teams,
Yes.
and then we'll do Team USA. So Denmark. So this group is Denmark, Germany, Latvia, and the United States.
Yep.
Seems pretty unfair, but whatever. I guess you can't have like a butt cheek group.
No.
And then Canada and the United States in the
Yeah.
same group, right?
I mean, Group B is the group of death.
Oh, absolutely. For Denmark, we got Lars Eller, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Nikolai Ehlers, Freddie Anderson, Jesper Jensen Abo, who is the only not NHL player listed here, and Jonas Ronberg.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. That's
No,
some
it's
good
not
players.
bad.
I mean, Eller is old at this
now,
point.
yeah.
But you got Bjorkstrand, Ehlers, Freddie Anderson is still fine as a goaltender. I always forget that he's from Denmark.
Right.
Because like Frederick Anderson, that sounds like a guy that you just like know that lives down the street.
Yeah,
too,
but
right?
you see the spelling of Frederick.
Yeah, I guess that's true. This team I think could win a game.
Yeah.
Against Latvia or Germany.
This could be an annoying team.
This could also be a team that I don't have any confidence in Team USA for some reason. This is a team that I feel like could beat Team USA in one of those games where they don't take them seriously and then they lose like 3-2 or something.
Absolutely.
Oh, could you imagine Team USA doesn't even make the medal round? I think all of these teams actually make the medal round. I think it's just a seeding thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but there's only 12 teams, so I don't know why you wouldn't have anybody.
It goes from the 12 teams to a quarterfinal. So how many teams do you need for a quarterfinal?
8?
You need 8.
You need 8. So Team USA really have to fuck up. Moving on to Germany, they got Tim Stützle, Leon Draisaitl, Philip Grubauer. God, my brain messed up there. Yeah, Moritz Seider, Lucas Reichel, and Nico Strum.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, that's some pretty good NHL players in there. And Philip Grubauer.
Hey, he could have a game.
He could have a game
where he looks like he played on Colorado.
But, I mean...
Or when he looks like he played on Washington.
I'm assuming their top line is going to be Stützle, Draisaitl, and either Reichel or Sturm.
Yeah.
And then Moritz Seider is going to be their top defenseman.
Yeah.
I think they could win some games. I think they could probably beat Denmark and Latvia, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
They could be annoying against the Team USA just because of Stützle and Draisaitl.
Yep.
Specifically. Latvia is up next. And, okay, these are all NHL players.
NHL players. I don't know the first one.
He's on the Flyers. We mentioned him last week. Rodrigo Abels.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Rodrigo Abels, Uvis Balinkis, Zemgus Girgensons, Elvis Merzlikins, Artur Shilovs, and Teddy Bluger.
Mm-hmm.
Some solid depth players on this team.
Also, like, goalies can do some stuff.
Merzlikins and Shilovs are fine, but
they could steal.
Pretty streaky as goalies go. Teddy Bluger's pretty solid defensive player, so is Girgensons. But Abels and Balinkis, I don't know that much about.
No, I don't either.
Somehow they're both 29 and 30. So we'll see. Latvia, I don't have much hope for. But maybe they could maybe sneak a game from Germany or Denmark.
Yeah.
However, the real powerhouse of, I'll just read it off.
Well, you go through the positions for this one.
Okay. So the real powerhouse of this group, head coached by Mike Sullivan, is Team USA. Let's start with the defense. We got
start with the goalies. That's the least amount of controversy. I guess that's the least amount
of controversy. These are goalies I think we guessed that this would be. Swayman, Ottinger, Hellebuck. No, you cannot argue with any of those three. Those are three of the better goalies in the league.
Yep.
Hellebuck obviously won the Vezina last year. He won the MVP last year. Ottinger, he hasn't won a Vezina yet, but I
that's
bet
only
he will
because
at some point.
Hellebuck exists.
Yeah, and Swayman, very good as well. Okay, what do you want to do first?
Defense.
All right, defense, because I think that is less controversial than the forwards.
Barely, but yes.
Barely. So we got Seth Jones, Zach Werenski, Brock Faber, Noah Hannafin, Quinn Hughes, Charlie McAvoy, Jacob Slavin, and Jake Sanderson.
Where's Fox?
I don't know. His place got taken by Seth Jones, I'm assuming.
Or Noah Hannafin. So, like, last year I get it.
Yeah.
Like, last year him making Four Nations could have been a little questionable. Like, he didn't have a good last year. Mm-hmm. He was also hurt. Like, that knee injury.
Not this year.
The knee injury in the beginning of last year against Carolina, where Jarvis got him in the knee, or Aho got him on a knee, really affected his last year's play.
Right.
And there is an argument that he made a mistake that led to Canada's OT goal.
But
this year,
he's playing great.
He missed time.
Yeah.
And he's, the best point scorer on the Rangers this year?
Something like that. Actually, I have it pulled up for another reason. We're going to talk about the Rangers in a second.
So...
No, he's third.
He's third.
Third highest on the team.
In 29 games played.
He's at a point per game, essentially.
Yes.
So, I don't really get the reasoning taking Seth Jones over Adam Fox.
Well, Seth Jones played great on Florida.
That's true. He has not been playing bad, but there's the only true offensive defenseman on here is Quinn Hughes. So you don't think you would want to bring at least some more points?
Noah Hannafin.
These other guys can generate points too, but
move the puck.
Sanderson can move the puck too. I think Faber and Werenski can as well, but like, you don't want another he's not even purely offensive defenseman, but like. He's just a better all-around defenseman with the offense added than Seth Jones and probably Noah Hannafin.
And yes. So my argument is not argument. My frustration is some of the discussion around this, where like
some of the discussion around this team specifically.
Well, this team and Adam Fox, where I have a quote. USA team GM Bill Guerin on the perception. Adam Fox played the Connor McDavid OT winner at Four Nations, being a major factor of it. Like, he was asked if that was a factor. The quote is, "Well, I think it's exactly that. It's perception, and you know what? That's for you guys to wrestle with and talk about, not for us. If you think we made a decision on one play, then you must not be very smart. Other than that, I'm going to keep these conversations private. Our decision was made, and we're moving forward." All right.
Okay, Garen.
So, A, that's real defensive.
Yeah.
It's real defensive. That wasn't necessarily a no.
That was not.
Wasn't necessarily a no. And B, if you're going to make these decisions about, own it. Own why. We're going to keep these conversations private. If you want to keep private conversations you had with Fox himself about this,
sure,
fine.
Sure.
But you need to own why you're not bringing one of the top 10 defenders this season
to this team. Yeah, to this team.
You need to own that.
It's the same shit Team USA does every fucking time. And it's the same shit they did with the forwards group, too. Could he check? Yeah, Adam Fox can check.
Yeah, Adam Fox can absolutely check.
He has a Norris.
Also, he got beat by Marner at the boards. That's what left. He didn't miss McDavid. Someone lost a puck battle to Marner, who got the puck to McDavid. But yeah, and Matthews was in a bad spot and wasn't able to deflect the pass. Like,
yeah, weirdly, he made the team, though.
well, it's not Matthews' fault. Like,
No.
It's just. I think Matthews got hung out a little bit, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's not Fox's fault.
Well, you could even make the argument that Jake Sanderson maybe shouldn't be on this team over Adam Fox either. As well as he's playing.
Sanderson played
playing.
fantastic at Four Nations.
But, him and Faber are the babies of the group, both 23. And I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be there. But I'm happy Brock Faber is there because he was one that I'm just worried he's too young.
Well, but he also played
as well.
fantastic at Four Nations. Him and Slavin shut down
And
Canada.
I'm sure that will be a pairing again this year. Yeah, but here's the little wrinkle in it. Seth Jones may or may not have a broken collarbone.
Yep.
So this argument might be moot.
Well, also, Mike Sullivan didn't make things better when he said that they chose the best of the best. Which
No, you didn't.
You can't.
We haven't even got to the forwards lineup yet. No, you have not.
But yeah, you're telling me that this season Noah Hannafin and Seth Jones are better than Adam Fox?
Mm-mm.
No.
Well, Sullivan did say that he and whoever else from the Rangers who are on this team, we're pushing to bring Adam Fox.
Absolutely. He got overruled by Guerin.
Yeah, Guerin just didn't want to listen to him. So, I don't know. I don't think that's not the biggest glaring problem with this team.
You can argue about Lane Hudson.
You could argue about that, but he has had he still played fine, but his sophomore season is not as good as his rookie season so far.
And that's not to be surprised because you now have tape on a guy and you can
he's
still
growing too. He's
Absolutely.
I'm sure when the next Olympics comes around, I'm sure Lane Hudson will be on this team.
I don't necessarily see any guy on this defense that you take Hudson over.
No, I don't think
even
so.
Noah Hannafin, even Seth Jones.
I think they make more sense.
I think he's too small, and no, I don't even think he's too small. Get rid of that because if you can avoid guys and if you're good with the stick, you can still pickpocket guys. Like
I said, I think in 4 years' time, I think Lane Hudson will be on this team.
Yes,
because some of these guys will be retired by that point, I think, or significantly older at the very least. Actually, this isn't that old of a defense now.
No, it's not. McAvoy's your oldest.
Yeah, McAvoy's your oldest at what, 31?
Slavin.
They're both 31.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, Slavin is 31. Everyone else is sub 30. Oh no, Seth Jones is also 31. Excuse me.
Seth Jones is older than I thought he was.
All right, let's move on to the thing that we're actually going to be yelling about. Not at each other, just let's talk about this forward lineup because exactly what we said was going to happen happened. But let's just go down the list here. We got Brady Tkachuk, Jack Eichel, Clayton Keller, JT Miller, Matt Boldy, Vinny Trocheck, Matthew Tkachuk, Dylan Larkin, Brock Nelson, Austin Matthews, Jake Gensel, Tage Thompson, Kyle Connor, and Jack Hughes.
All right. Tage Thompson, I forgot who was out on this team.
Who was out?
Yeah, who was in Four Nations that got replaced by Tage Thompson and Clayton Keller.
I don't remember. I don't remember either, but it doesn't matter. So let's get to the meat of it, right? A lot of these guys, no argument against.
Again, Boldy,
Still
Connor,
really,
Eichel, Gensel,
Hughes, the top three
Keller.
The top three lines of this lineup, very good in any combination you make them.
Yeah.
The top 9 in this lineup, very good any combination. You brought JT Miller, Vinny Trocheck,
and Brock
Nelson over the guy that has the most points for any United States player since the Four Nations
in the last calendar year and since 2023.
Jason Robertson. Okay, so we already pre-pulled this up because we knew we were going to yell about this. So here's the thing: you took those 3 guys over Robertson, which is the biggest mistake, and Cole Caulfield. It's just
what are you doing?
Okay, so let's just make this point really, really clear. Jason Robertson, 24 goals and 25 assists in 42 points for Dallas this year.
And Four Nations, I understand why you left him off.
I could get that. Yeah.
His still recovering from that foot surgery. Even
Yeah.
Jason Robertson was just
Yeah.
in the conversation.
He didn't have a great year last year.
He did after the
He
rosters.
did afterwards, but like leading up to it, he was not having a very good year.
And he in interviews, he's just like, yeah, I didn't think I deserved to be at Four Nations.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair.
This one, wrong. They're wrong because you're bringing Vinny Trocheck and JT Miller, who have 24 and 22 points apiece.
Yep.
In 29 and 35 games. But Vinny Trocheck, I understand. Because you need people that can play defensively and check, and he can score as well.
I get that. Vinny Trocheck.
I get that.
But Robertson, you put Robertson over Trocheck right there.
I agree. No, I don't think there's any justification to bring Trocheck over Vinny. I'm more talking about JT Miller.
Absolutely, but JT Miller can be a center, so we're trying to find another center to replace, and I'm sure we could.
I'm sure we could. Because JT Miller's not having a particularly good year. He doesn't seem to be trying very hard. Why does Team USA always do this?
I'll tell you why they do this. Because they won gold at Lake Placid with a bunch
1980.
In 1980 with a bunch of underdogs not taking the best player, but players that fit a role. They won gold.
Well, they've
kept that philosophy ever since, and they haven't won a single goddamn gold medal to
not
justify
once.
it.
I mean, they have come close, but always lost to Canada in the gold medal games.
2006.
Except for 2006. But they did this same shit when they did the... It wasn't called the World Cup of Hockey.
Yes.
They did the same shit at the World Cup of Hockey.
And guess what?
They went 0-3.
The North American team, which
was the babies of
with the
Team
babies,
USA
and
Canada.
yes, you had McKinnon, Matthews, and McDavid.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's not fair. But
like the babies made a push.
Oh yeah, and that was the rules of that tournament though.
Yes.
That was like under 25.
Yes.
Canada and US were the North America team, but the United States made a very obvious decision to bring grinders instead of guys like
grit.
Instead of guys like Phil Kessel.
Yeah.
And they went 0-3 in that tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that's going to happen here because they have plenty of skill above the people we're talking about. But wouldn't you want to bring more skill in two guys that can score a bunch of goals in Jason Robertson and Cole Caulfield?
Well, like, Jason Robertson's also putting up assists.
Yeah. So you drop JT Miller. I would say keep Vinny Trocheck. You drop JT Miller. You drop Brock Nelson. And
so the problem is at the Four Nations, Trocheck was getting beat. He didn't look like he belonged.
So that's even another like argument to not
bring him. And again, I like Trocheck.
I know.
Like,
we have nothing against Vinny Trocheck. It's just
you.
I do kind of have something against JT Miller because
I very much have.
Didn't they say something like, "Oh, we're picking him for locker room presence"? Like,
and
the cancer,
like glue
the cancer
guys.
that he brings to it.
So yes, Mike Sullivan said the chemistry was a big part of the reason JT Miller and Vincent Trocheck made the Olympic team, calling them glue guys, and said they were big parts of the Four Nation team. And then Miller's close to returning. The Four Nation team had reports of the locker room fracturing during it.
That's insanity. That was like 2 weeks
that they were playing. 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
It had,
or was it? It was a week.
Like,
because it was only 4 teams
that had reports of locker rooms fracturing, and also they didn't win gold.
No, they didn't. I mean, they came close, but
they came close, but they didn't win it. And having a goal like a certified sniper like Cole Caulfield
or Jason Robertson
might
have won you that game.
But
because there was controversy that they didn't bring Cole Caulfield to that either.
Yes.
So
Clayton Keller deserves to be here. Tage Thompson deserves to be here.
Yes, yes. I agree. But like these old we just gotta get these fucking dinosaur ass GMs out of making these decisions, because I'll put it partially on Mike Sullivan too, because Sullivan always likes his guys, right?
Yes.
And that's part of the reason JT Miller and Vinny Trocheck are there, because he's the head coach.
Yep.
And I love Mike Sullivan, but like he is like set in his ways in a bad way.
Yeah. But reports with Robertson are saying he hasn't had really any conversation.
Yeah,
Which means
so they were
he's
never
not on the reserve
He's
list.
not even on the injury reserve list. I don't know. I don't know about Cole Caulfield being on the injured list, but
If Robertson's not even on the
what are you even doing?
reserve list,
You're just being racist against Filipinos.
I honestly, I don't think that's it.
No, I don't think that's it either.
I
I'm just kidding. I don't want to be.
I think
I don't want to be sued for slander.
Robertson has this reputation of not being a grinder.
It's the same shit, the same justification they used to not bring Kessel.
Yes, but the thing is with Robertson, he doesn't need to be because he has a super high hockey IQ, and he doesn't need to chase the play because he's already where he's supposed to be.
Yep. And you don't think that would work with, I don't know, Matthews?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Jack Hughes, Quinn Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that would make sense with all these other high skill, high hockey IQ guys. And like you could make that argument that JT Miller was that for several years of his career. Not anymore.
Not anymore. You have so many things of him giving up on plays. I showed you the one against Nashville.
Yes, that was from earlier this year.
Where he was on New York.
It's on.
He lost the puck.
And then he just like
gave up.
Dog walked back to it. Like he didn't even try.
And then Nashville scores.
And the Nashville scored. Yeah, it was. I'd seen that video before, and it's just like, yeah, that's real good effort there, Miller.
That's real glue.
Real glue guy there, and I'm sure he goes back to the bench and he yells at other people.
Yep.
And where you could watch him, and he's just like not. No BS. What about your BS, Miller?
Absolutely. Like he's been kicked out of. He's been traded away from 2 teams for me in locker room problem. Because I remember him.
I don't remember about the Tampa Bay days, but he has been traded off of Vancouver for that, definitely.
He got traded after they got swept, and then they immediately win the cup.
That's a good point. I had forgotten about that.
Like,
yeah, it's just I want Team USA to win gold. I do. Also, though,
I'm fine if they don't because
if they don't medal, I will think it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
and
absolutely,
they'll deserve it.
They'll absolutely deserve it because remember they only could play against Canada. They could only play 2 lines.
Yeah, and that's what they're gonna. They can maybe play 3 lines this time.
Well,
but
they could only play 2 lines because of the injuries to, Tkachuk.
Oh right.
Tkachuk was
we
injured.
don't even know if Tkachuk's gonna be back. He hasn't played at all this year.
Exactly.
So that's like the other thing.
With the groin. That's a hard thing to come back from.
So Matthew Tkachuk hasn't played at all this year. Jack Hughes is still wearing a hand brace from when he cut his finger.
Yeah.
Which means something is wrong with his hand still.
Mm-hmm. Matthews has this back issue.
Matthews has back issues. So, like, that's 2 big-time skill guys right there that might falter in it. Maybe bring more skill guys. Right. I don't know. Maybe a Robertson and a Cole Caulfield could make up for those injuries that those guys are dealing with.
They could only play 2 lines because the bottom 2 lines were getting crushed in their minutes. They felt like they couldn't win with them on the ice, which is why Kreider only played. Oh, Kreider's out.
That's one of the guys that got left off.
Kreider played less time than Tkachuk that game without.
And Tkachuk played like 5 minutes or something. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm wrong. I think Kreider only played 6. Not because he was hurt.
Not a lot.
Not because he was hurt. Is because
ideally
his minutes were getting crushed.
If you're Canada and the United States, you can run 4 lines, all of which can play. Not counting like power play or whatever, but like could all play 15 minutes in that game, right? Because that's the length of the 3 periods together is 60 minutes. Divided by 4 is 15 minutes. So like. You could have them all play 15 minutes. They could all stay fresh.
Yep.
Same thing with the defense, because I think the defense, you're allowed to play 4 pairs in the Olympics.
Oh, really?
I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it used to be like that. But whatever. You can play 3 pairs, all 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Team USA and Team Canada both have that ability to do that. And even, honestly, Sweden does as well.
Yep.
And Sweden probably will.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, because they're smarter than than whoever the fuck is running Team USA. Every time.
They win 1 gold medal by bringing guys that fit a role instead of the best players.
Yeah, but that was just... it's called the Miracle on Ice for a reason.
Right.
Because, like, NHL players were not in that tournament.
No.
I remember that. That was part of the reason Team USA was like it was, and Canada didn't even medal.
Right.
Canada might not even have been there.
I
think they were, but they were kind of like nothing. But
because Russia won bronze that year. And,
yes, they ended up winning bronze.
And
yeah, fun fact about that tournament: a lot of people think that the
that was for the gold medal.
USA was for gold. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was the semifinal.
Yeah.
And then the United States, I think, beat Finland.
It was either
Finland
I think it
or
was Sweden.
It was one of the two of them for gold.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I watched
Miracle on
Ice movie. By the way, great movie.
Great movie. But
no. You're right. No, that's totally what they're doing. They're like, oh, we have a
role.
Last time we did it, we did all the role players. I'm like, hey, dumbasses, we definitely have the second best group of players in the world right now.
If not the best.
If not the best, we're definitely finally challenging Canada for it.
And then we blow it.
But we keep doing this like, oh no, we need like the grinder work with like guys. It's like, no, just bring the skill guys.
Hey, remember what happened when Team USA didn't medal in basketball?
Yeah.
Then they brought the Dream Team.
And then they crushed everybody. And like, look, here's the other thing too. Maybe by the next Olympics, Russia might be back in it. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know geopolitically what's going to happen with that. There's outside of hockey reasons that Russia is not at the Olympics. But if Russia was in the Olympics,
that's a better team.
They might bring a better team than the United States. So like they have a very good team if they would just, stop being dicks to everybody.
Yeah.
Although the United States is starting to do that too. So
hey. It's fine when we do it.
I mean, it's not.
I know. But
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that's all the Olympic rosters. I mean, we could sit here and just yell back and forth at each other about this for a while longer.
Again, the fact that Robertson seems like he's not even
been contacted. They're not even thinking about bringing him.
Right, which
absolutely ridiculous.
It's a travesty. Like that's a hockey travesty.
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how long Guerin is contracted to be like Team USA's GM.
Well, if they don't medal, it's not going to be.
It's not going to be for much longer, and Sullivan's not going to be the coach again.
Absolutely.
Well, I assume Sullivan will still be coaching by the next Olympics, but the NHL wants to do like the offset every 2 years of Olympics and then
Four Nation type thing.
Four Nations or World Cup of Hockey. I would rather them do the World Cup of Hockey because it's just more teams.
Yes.
Because the Four Nations was fun, but it was only
World Cup of Hockey was only 4 teams. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, it was Canada, U.S., Russia was in that. Sweden, Finland, Team Europe.
Oh, Team Europe.
And Team North America.
That's right.
So, like, I understand if they want to do a Team Europe kind of thing again, because, like, Germany and Slovakia and the Czech Republic don't really have enough NHL players to fit that. Team Europe won that tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Ginger. Well, so anyway, we'll see. We're a month away from it. Who knows? Injuries might solve these problems.
No, Canada won it.
Canada won it?
Yeah.
I thought Team Europe won. Okay, I'm misremembering, but whatever.
Canada beat Europe.
That's what I'm thinking. Europe got silver at it. So I know the NHL wants to do that, and I think they saw the.
They have it scheduled for 2028.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, and I think the Four Nations, maybe they want to do that instead of the All-Star game.
Yeah.
They saw how that went over last year, and it was very popular.
I think...
And it was a lot more fun than the All-Star game.
But I think you do alternating, like...
I think every 2 years, I think, is good enough.
Yeah.
Like, you go to the Olympics, and then 2 years after that, you have the World Cup of Hockey.
Or
the Four Nations, one of the two.
And then you
go back to the Olympics.
And then have All-Stars in between.
And then you have the All-Star games in between. But...
Because you got to reward the players that aren't going to make their team.
Yeah, that wouldn't go to that tournament anyway. Great. Well, thank you guys for listening, as always, to this very special episode. We'll be back to normal next week. Are you back in town next week?
No. Not when we normally record.
When are you getting back in town?
I think Tuesday.
Maybe we'll just skip next week.
Would
that make it easy for you?
Skip it or do Wednesday.
Okay, so we'll see. Maybe it'll just be like a Wednesday episode next week because Clay is going on vacation.
Yep.
He will be in Florida.
leaving this frozen tundra.
leaving the frozen tundra of Buffalo.
Hey, it stopped snowing.
It did stop snowing. Where the every day I've been here, which is like 3 days essentially, it has snowed every day.
Yep.
Not a lot, but enough.
But still enough.
But enough to notice. But anyway, thank you guys for listening as always. We can be found wherever podcasts are found. Give us a rate, review, subscribe, wherever applicable. We'll be kind of back to normal next week, maybe with a later episode,
Yep.
but a normal episode otherwise. We'll see you next week at the same puck time.
Same puck place.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.